person and nice pastor. And he shared to us about the seventh seal. And I am you press before me? Okay. You need to speak English first. Okay, what's your topic? I just want to share it. Actually, after me, you can share too. I just figure out.
We don't have anything to share. If you're going to share it first.
Hello. I just figured out the key point why I am very amazed on what Pastor Peter shared to us. Why? First, for him, actually it's for Brother Branham. I think many believers, anti-message believer will disagree on this. Why? Because I think they never read this, or even when they read this quotation, they just skip on this quotation. Why? First, it just pointed out. First, the seventh seal did not. You can take note it.
We are objective chronicle.
Yeah,
No personal.
did not reveal William Marion Branham.
Peter Lee.
On what Brother Branham said? I will quote it.
So you're reporting Brother Branham only, not Peter Lee.
I'm reporting it because he showed this to me.
Peter Lee.
Pastor Peter Lin.
Okay, continue the report.
Number 2,
Wow, it's like level 1.
the seventh thunder are not, you will shock on this, are not the seven messengers. Or are not seven messengers, even 7 men, 7 angels. And I just thought, what is the 7 thunders? Or who are the 7 thunders? Okay, next. Third, this is very important. This is the highlights of what Brother Peter Lee said to me. And I am very grateful because I hear this. Because many anti-message believers just skip on the quotation of Brother Branham when they read this quotation. Okay, take note. Brother Branham said, "Thus saith the Lord," in his last saying in the revelation of the seventh seal. He said, "Thus saith the Lord." So if they are message believer, truly message believer of the prophet, or they just following what the prophet said, I think they should follow what he said. Or this. The Revelation 10. I hope you are with me. I am very this is personal setup. Actually, I am with Pastor Lito, Pastor Jake, Pastor Ferdinand, Jelay, and Simon, and Joanna. And Pastor Romy is there, and Brother Celso. And he treated me to eat mag-inasal, no? And we have many things tackled or shared. But I want to point out a very important. Revelation 10 mighty angel was not in the Sunset Mountain. You know Sunset Mountain? You know that? Mr. Erica? How about you? Patrick? Do you know Sunset Mountain? Oh. Brother Freddy, what is the event in Sunset Mountain?
Our church is
Do you know that, Sister Lisa? What is the mystery cloud? The whole end-time message believer knows that Christ came down here during 1963, February, when the pillar of clouds, or the seven angels, formed cloud that time. But Father Branham did not say that. Who are the one who said that the Revelation 10 mighty angel came down during the Sunset Mountain? That's their conclusion. But Father Branham did not say that. Okay. This is the three main
major.
or three major things that he pointed out to us that you should follow what Brother Branham said. Okay, here is the quotation. Do you have your agapaw tablet?
Before you continue, can I insert a little? 10 seconds. You said number 2. Stand up here. You said number 2. Don't be surprised, you'll be surprised what I'm gonna say. Did you also say it here? No. Number 3. You'll be surprised. Did you say it also number 3? So only number 2. No, I heard you said.
I am surprised.
You'll be surprised. You said that,
I
right?
am surprised that he figured it out to me. All of this because he is a message believer.
He already knew that what you believe.
He did that too. What I believe.
He has answers to this. You're surprised. We already prepared answers to this.
Not he is not prepared answers. Actually, he figured this because
He figured these three.
I am my seventh seal is
Not yet revealed.
it's revealed for me.
For him, it's not revealed.
Yes. Father Branham said that. I will read.
Okay, let me share something that is, I'm just inserting a short point, okay? So number 1, Brother Menan, just for your information, for all of you, I hope you will even witness to the message believers. Because even denominations, none of our young people can witness. They must be commanded. You're wasting time. You should command them to interview denomination, okay? Let me just insert it. So, I wish to let you know only, for chronicle's sake. Most level 2 and level 3, of course that includes 4, except for 1. Except for 1, like if he's level 2, let me just say it, okay? Most of them believe the 7th seal was already revealed in Brother Branham. In Brother Branham. So only level 1 teaches not yet revealed. So that is a freak exception if he teaches not yet revealed. Most Branham believers believe they are not messengers. Who only believe they are 7 messengers? Brother Ben Who only believe they are 7 messengers? Who is the only minister who teach that 7 thunders are 7 men? 7 men messengers.
Brother, level 2. Nag-iikot na.
Not all level 2 teaches that.
Some.
Some. So, only Brother Jackson teaches 7 men.
He never said that 7 men.
That's the Heaven Star Messengers.
Even 7 angels, he did not
I'm
say.
talking of Brother Jackson. Are you referring to someone else or Raymond Jackson? Who are you referring to? Not 7 men.
I never mentioned any of the end-time message. I just share what he said.
I'm referring to the whole entire majority believe it's already open. They are not men, 7 men, messengers. And majority believes Revelation 10 fulfilled in the ministry of Ferdinand.
I know that.
So, this is not something new. So, number 1 for level 1.
That's not.
Number 2 is for level 2.
I did not say that it's new.
So, just to let you know what the majority believes.
Brother Peter Lim did not say.
Right side.
Actually, he is the one who figured it out in his circle, in their group. Because Brother Branham, all message believer, said that it was revealed by William Marion Branham.
So he's correcting the others.
Yeah.
Good. I'm interested in that.
And just share what he said. Okay? Please don't interrupt me. Okay. Just interrupting me. Okay. So I want to read the quotation of Brother Branham. On 7th Seal, 1963, March 24 evening. I hope you know how to use your tablet. Because the Voice of God recording teach me how to do. Okay? Now, page number 253. This is what Brother Branham said. Now why? If Satan should get on hold of it, he might do the great damage. Okay. Are you following me? Okay, first 200. Wait. 200. Sorry. 240. 240. Page 240. Not page 200. Number 240. Okay, John couldn't even write of it. No, he was forbidden to write here. See, there's just, he didn't write it, but this is silent. 24. Here. And therefore, in 20 elders that stood before their harping were their harps. They quit playing their harps. Brother Branham said that. So when the seventh seal was opened, Brother Branham said, the angels hushed their singing in heaven. So the angels stopped. They're silent. Okay. On 243, angel quit singing, flying in the presence of God, singing, holy, holy. They shut up. No singing angels, no praises, no altar service. No nothing. There was silence, hushed, deadly silence in heaven for half an hour. Brother Francis, I hope you listen to him. To this. All of the host of heaven was silent for half an hour when the seventh seal, mystery in the book of Revelation, was opened. All message believers said, Brother Branham revealed the seventh seal. Do you agree? But Brother Branham said, it was silent. It was just, John didn't write it. This is another one. The seventh thunder for him. The seventh thunder was not mentioned. Even Father Branham did not reveal it. Actually, I heard before that the seventh angel messenger revealed the seven thunders message. Do you hear that? I hope you are with me. I'm just enjoying it myself. If you just you didn't know that, you need to go to set up sharing with the Endtime message. Actually, enjoying it myself because I have set up many times. I have set up with the message believer, so that I am excited to share this with you. I hope you get my what I'm saying. Okay, I need to continue. On 253. I hope you are 253. The reason why Father Branham said the seventh seal, it was not revealed even to him. I hope those message believers said that Father Branham said that seventh seal is revealed. I hope they catch this code. Now, why? If Satan should get on hold of it, he might do great damage. The reason why the seventh seal was not revealed according to him, because it can cause great damage. There is one thing he don't know. Now, he can interpret anything he wants to and impersonate any kind of gift. I hope you're learning, but he can know this. It's not even written in the Word. It's total secret. If it is total secret, does it mean it is already revealed? What do you think? Thinking of me? Or thinking? Okay. Actually, I enjoy it. We enjoy it, fellowship with Pastor Peter. I hope you can have that kind of excitement of sharing these things. Okay, this is another. (256). Jesus never spoke of it. 256. Seventh seal, 1963. March 24, evening, 256. Okay? Jesus never spoke of it. John couldn't write it. Angels knows nothing about it. What is it? It's the thing that Jesus said, even the angels of heaven didn't know nothing about it. See, he didn't know it. Himself said only God knows it. So what is this? What is the seventh seal? According to him, only God knows. And I just wonder, after a day, we are there on Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, we come back to PGR, then he revealed it, what is the seventh seal. But Brother Branham revealed it also, the seventh seal. But I make it easy. According to him, Brother Branham said, the seventh seal is this: the end of. Do you have your take note, Simon? What is the seventh seal? The end of time. The reason why Brother Branham said it's total secret because you don't know when is the end of time. Do you see it? Do you see it? The seventh seal is the end of what? The one what? The end of all things. What else? The seventh seal is the end of. No, I put it the end of time. When you said it's also the end of time. The end of seven church age. The end of the trumpets. No, he didn't say that. The end of ushering, figure this out, ushering to the millennium. So, for him, the seventh seal is not is not during 1963. The seventh seal is going to happen after the rapture. For him, Father Branham said, are you in your agapaw tablet? Here, this is the seventh seal, what Father Branham said. 304. The same book, the same year. I'm gonna read this. That shows it's from God or see. It fits exactly the promises of God from the end of the message. You notice now for the end of time message. This seal, what is that seal? That seventh seal. After all, he has revealed all the six seals, but he don't say nothing about the seventh. He don't say nothing about the seventh. When there was silence in heaven at their message, even the angels stopped. The all laws of heaven stopped. So what happened? This is what Father Branham. And the end time seal is the seventh seal. When it starts, will be absolutely total secret. According to the Bible says it. Before knowing that, and remember, Revelation 1 to 7, or chapter 1 to 7, at the end of the seventh angel's message, take note of this. The end of the seventh angel message. The end. All mysteries of God would be known. We're at the end time, the opening of the seventh seal. So Brother Branham said, we are already open the seventh seal. So Brother Branham didn't open the seventh seal. Who opened the seventh seal? Remember, he said, the end of the seventh angel's message.
What number?
304. 304. And this is, actually, I figured this out. Brother Francis compiled the infallibility of Brother Branham. Brother Peter Lim mentioned this. I just want to read 326. Here it is. I'm only telling you what I've seen. Brother Branham said, I'm just only telling you what I've seen. What he seen. And what has been told me. And now you do whatever you want. Pwede daw gawin? Whatever you want. I don't know who is going to. What's going to take place. Brother Branham don't know what will gonna happen at the end of the seventh angel's message. I just know those seven thunders holds that mystery. He said, the seven thunders are not angels, are not messengers, are not men, just totally thunders. No, it's not the heavenly angel. I said to him, is that the seventh angel? The seven angels? No, it's not seven angels.
Heavenly. Or earthly.
If I said seven angels, that's heavenly. If I said seven messengers, that's earthly. Okay? The heavens was quiet. It may be time, it may be the hour now. You figure this. That this great person that we're expecting to rise on the scene may arise on the scene. We call it this. After the angel's message, he quoted it. Then, according to him, the seventh angel, the seventh seal, he don't know what happened. So he just quote this, that this great person that we're expecting to rise on the scene may arise on the scene. And what? On 327, maybe this ministry, Brother Branham said, maybe this ministry, his ministry, that I have tried to take people back to the Word, has laid the foundation. He laid the foundation. And if it is I'll be leaving you, Brother Branham said, for good. There won't be two of us here the same time. See? If he'll increase, I'll decrease. I don't know. Ano ba?
Does he believe in something on earth?
He don't know.
He quoted that and he's not sure.
Even Brother Branham, he is not sure. If it is great person or great ministry, Brother Branham said, the seventh seal, total secret. So he pointed the seventh seal, never anyone don't know it. Of what expecting to what happened after the rapture. So he never conclude that they will be another person after Brother Branham. He just said, I don't know. He just said, I don't know. Okay, after this, according to him, Ferdinand did not reveal the seventh seal. According to him, seven thunders are not angels, are not messengers, men, even, but according to him, it's just an ordinary thunders. Okay? Why? Just thundering, blasting, the seven blasting thunders. Okay, Revelation 10, according to him. On the bridge, you go to the bridge of the seventh sea. Actually, I cannot share all what he said to me, to us, yesterday, because we have great fellowship, we have great company there yesterday. He's a very good person. He's a very humble person. And he wants to share to us what he see to the message. So I just invite him to preach here, but hectic schedule. Tomorrow he will go to Sydney, Australia. Tomorrow morning. So he can't go here because of the schedule. Oh, last. This is last. Actually, but Brother Francis already. What's that page, Sister Anne? The bridge 27. The bridge.
17.
17? No.
Revelation number 17 page.
27. 29. Go to page number 29. Paragraph 29. The bridge. Okay. This seven seals book is revealed at the time of the seven thunders of Revelation 10. Paragraph 29. If you're marking it down, let's turn to Revelation 10, just a moment, so you'll get an understanding before we get into it. Now, this is at the end time. For listen, I saw another angel come down from heaven. I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, and rainbow upon his head. On paragraph 30. If you notice, that's Christ, what the man said. Because he in the Old Testament was called the Angel of the Covenant. And he is directly coming what? He's directly coming to the Jews now. To the Jew. Not to Sunset Mountain. Hello. Yeah. And he is directly coming to the Jews. Now, now, for the church is finished. See, all right. Okay? So, the Revelation 10 mighty angel. It's not on Sunset Mountain and 63. It is for the Jew, according to Bible. Okay? So, on 31, paragraph 31, this is last, what I... 31, paragraph 31. You can open your tablet. What is the purpose of your tablet? You remember that angel in Revelation 1, the same thing, angel is a messenger. And he is the messenger to To what? To Gentiles?
Israel.
To Israel.
Not Israel.
So that angel, the mighty angel, that will come down,
31 na.
angel for Israel. Not for us Gentiles. So, Mother Peter said,
I just wrote the illustration of the coming of the angel and to the earth and the mighty angel came down from heaven.
no, maybe next Sunday. Okay, so this is three. Actually, I share to him the Daniel 9:27, Revelation 10:7. I said, the seventh angel on 10:7. For him, it is not the trumpeting angel of 11:15. Of course, he said that because according to him, the reason why it was earthly messenger angel because there is days of the voice. Remember, according to him, angels don't have days. But I said to him, that days is not referring to angel. That's referring to his voice. And remember, there's something there, the word sound. The sound is referring for sounding trumpets. But he did not, I don't know, because
Because he said the sound and the voice are the same.
Did it look like he was cornered?
maybe, but
In your
for me, I think he did not catch what I mean. Even Daniel 9:27, according to him, the word he on the verse is Christ. So Christ confirmed a covenant with many for 1 week. So for me, the word he is not Jesus Christ.
Did he have any explanation on the sermon on 70 weeks?
He didn't. But I just share quotation that Father Barnum said it's 7 years, 1 week.
What did he say?
Oh, all of his preaching is 3.5. So it was really 3.5 years left.
When you said 7 years old, what did he say?
The angel correct him.
Then
The same. So I just wonder. I just shocked on this
He didn't
term.
know. He didn't know only in that sermon he preached 7 years. He didn't know.
He didn't know. So I just figure out Daniel 9:25 to 27 because the word after 62 weeks,
Isaiah Santiago.
I asked him when the Messiah cut off during his ministry or
Or dead.
his crucifixion.
Okay.
Dead.
Ano daw dyan?
Okay, but Brother Freddy, I ask you, when did the Messiah cut off? During his ministry or during his crucifixion? How about you?
After 59 weeks.
Why?
After
Why?
62 weeks.
Sister Erica, why? Why during his crucifixion? Remember, the word, the term in the Bible, Daniel 9:26. After 62 weeks, the Messiah shall be cut off,
Yes.
but not for himself. So why? During his ministry or his crucifixion? Many message believer, what do you call that? Believe
Nasaan dyan daw?
during his ministry. Actually, according to him, crucifixion, but they make it
3.5 years.
they make it here.
3.5.
So-
Ferdinand, could you switch on the right side to show it in the camera? Point it out again. What is here? What is here?
This is the 62 weeks. 7 weeks. The Messiah cut off.
And a half.
After crucifixion.
Cut off.
Yeah.
Actually, it's difficult for me.
Training yan. Saan yan? Saan yan?
For them,
Extra half.
it's crucifixion, but they point the 62 weeks here. So that they can make it a half.
Could we repeat so for the clarity for our watchers? To them, 62
To them, 62 weeks cutting off was
after
After-
3.5 years more. After
No, no.
62 weeks.
actually, when I asked him, crucifixion, the cutting off of the Messiah. But their diagram, they just put another 3.5 for the ministry of Jesus Christ, so that they put it half and just 3.5 or half weeks left here on the
That's
70th
the
week
expression
time.
of Ron Miliego.
Of course, that's what he
He does not
said.
disagree with him.
He did not disagree, but I asked him. I figured it, the word after 62 weeks. So if you put cutting off is crucifixion, so the 3.5 years is inside of the 62 weeks. Right? Because I think I am not older than him, so he did not believe me. So, but for me, I'm very thankful for him to figure this, all these pointers.
Clarification. After crucifixion, yung cut up or
Crucifixion, what up? What do you mean?
you mean crucifixion after crucifixion?
I
Means
can't
kasi,
understand you, Balapet.
yung cut up ay referring the rapture of Jesus Christ.
Okay, first. There's no caught up in resurrection. That's resurrection.
Ang 62,
Brother Freddy,
Translate it.
let me translate for you or you speak English.
Please translate it. Patrick, translate it.
Brother Patrick, stand here.
may
Stand here
I,
for the
may
record.
I, okay.
I already finished.
Distress Brother Freddy.
Okay, when I teach during the ministry of Carolina, I specified the Daniel 9:26 there, yung Messiah cut off. I told that the cut up, cut off. Okay, this is crucifixion. Running 40 days. The Messiah cut off. I told cut up in his rapture. When Jesus Christ told the 12 apostles, just like in Matthew 28:19, after this is cloud, and he up here, that is caught up. Means caught up, transfer, or cut off. Cut off or caught up.
It's different. It's different.
Yes, it's there. I meant to say, it's transfer to another dimension. That's my point. That after the Messiah cut off, or after the Messiah caught up, I told before that Messiah raptured, the Messiah caught up. Why? I understand that the Messiah will transfer to another dimension before leaving this earth. Why? After did you remember, Brother Nito, yung the rainbow, the cloud? Cloud? That's when he go onto the cloud, disappear. Then, it's not yet in earth. It's living in earth. That is Messiah caught up. That's very clear because it's not living in earth. That's the finish of 62 weeks. Now, when he comes again, where is the end of Gentile dispensation, which is the end of Laodicea?
Oh, Brother Freddy, could you stand on the right side?
Here.
The other side, other side.
Here. Here. When First Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 17. 17. When Jesus Christ come again to call up the bride, that is preparing to the coming of the 1 week. So it's another caught up for the bride, and the last caught up the two prophets.
Brother Freddy.
That's another. It's another. That's why I told that the Messiah caught up, not cut off, caught up. Cut off kasi natin. Caught up. That is the finish of 62 weeks.
I thought he purposely said.
But the other told us that the Messiah caught up during the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But Jesus Christ is living in 40 days in earth. See? 40 days
It's gonna dry up.
before living in earth. Why you consider that crucifixion?
Do you mean to say, Carolina?
Yes.
You mean to say after crucifixion he was caught up?
No.
According to Carolina,
According to Carolina,
caught up.
the 62 weeks during the crucifixion. But after crucifixion, pumunta pa siya sa prison eh.
What do you say?
We did not understand.
Sorry.
Your black brothers.
Okay. Sorry, I thought Tagalog.
Your two black brothers. Many black brothers are watching.
He go to the souls in prison, the bottomless
Bottomless pit.
But after the bottom, he go to the heaven and sit the throne, and he come back to the earth. But the final leading of Jesus Christ after the 40 days, and that is the final caught up. Caught up. That's why rapture, I told that rapture, may specific point. Okay. Okay. Sige, sige.
I have a question, Brother Freddy. The reason I went up here, you cannot look at me later. Brother Freddy, when you talked about 70 weeks with Carolina, did they believe 1 week left or half week left?
1 week.
They still believe 1 week left? They still.
Meaning,
No, I'm asking about what they believe.
they're feeling half week.
Half week?
Yes.
Changed. Okay.
That's why I told
Why
that
not? But
the first time I told that
then changed. Okay.
during my presentation there.
During your presentation, they believe half week left.
Yes, yes.
They were converted by level 3.
Yes. But he changed when I present the quote of Brother Branham. He changed the no pala saan yung kinuha yan?
Brother
Sabi sa akin ni Joey.
Wait, never mind. So, by the way, let me objectively report what I learned from Carolina. They already believe Alpha and Omega. That's a two-old teaching of level 3 and teaching of Ben Howard. Yes, so, but I'd like to comment on Peter Lee saying, when Brother Branham taught 7 years, he was corrected by the angel. That is a level 3 explanation. And level 2 is converted by level 3. Level 2 doesn't have that explanation before. And you know what? I'd like to say this. If Peter Lim did not know that only one sermon of Brother Branham that he taught 7 years or 1 week left. So like me and like many others, they thought Brother Branham was teaching 7 years before 63, even level 3. And I'd like to give credit where credit is due, even though he's a converted detractor. William Lee gave me quotes from Brother Branham. William Lee. The time he was not yet switched to close his mind against me. The time that we were still temporarily close. He gave me quotes from Brother Branham. He printed it out from his office. That's the time I learned. That's the time I learned. All the sermons of Brother Branham, except that one sermon wherein he asked for anointing. All his sermons from 1950s, he was already teaching 3.5 years. So I was so surprised. So I presented it in Quiapo. And maybe Brother Nestor Espanol also discovered that. He said, yes. So, let me say, most do not yet know that. Maybe even Brother William doesn't realize. This is the time that what was revealed to me. God intervened in Brother Branham in his sermon. This is your evidence. You should learn about this. You should watch my videos. I preached this in Bicol, the ministers' meeting. And maybe who was that? Was it Yermita or even Andrew Fury appreciated that preaching. Where I pointed out, only in that sermon, even in Quiapo, I pointed it out. Only in that sermon, he preached 7 years. And Brother Nestor Española was reacting to that. That's obviously the supernatural sermon. Many of you have not yet realized that. Many of you have not yet watched the video or studied about that. And many of you do not plan on encountering other message believers. You should prepare an answer. I'm even talking to the elders. I'm not even talking about the young people. So we are so far behind even for the elders. Okay? You should prepare yourself. How will you answer? Peter Lim prepared an answer for others, okay? How will you answer them when they quote you that Brother Branham taught 3.5 years? Did you know their favorite quote? Would you open the quote right now? No, 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 no. Na. Please open up the quote right now. Use your agapaw. Use your cell phone. You don't need their tablet. You have your cell phone. You could open it up. No. Please open it up right now. Brother Branham's message. I'm imploring right now, Brother Lito, Brother George, Brother Freddy, Brother Fernando. You have been given tablets. Make use of them. Please open it. Even your cell phones, or if you don't have, just share with each other. Please share. Please do it right now. Open it up. No. Of course, this is the old answer, and this has been quoted to me in Quiapo. And this was still in Gallego. It was already in another building when I shared that there's only one sermon where he preached 7 years. So, look at that quote. They're saying, Brother Branham answered 3.5 years. How will you answer that? Do you know how to explain it? You have to watch the video how I explain it. You have to share to other message believers. Will you just keep silent? Will you just avoid them and just evangelize denominational believers? And if you don't prepare an answer for them, once you evangelize denominational believers, they're the ones next to share to them. So please open up right now. Sister Jana, you should be opening up. Sister Ann. What is that? Oh. No. Don't talk about other things if you're still not sure. Please follow on this subject. This is a good subject. And all of you, how many of you are on fire on this? I am old on this, but I'm still on fire. Everyone should be on fire. You should be set up. Okay, question.
The question and answer?
Yes, question and answer.
Page 297.
Oh. So, he was asked a question. Did you not preach 7 years? No. You misunderstood me, brother. You misunderstood me. You had the capabilities. Even before you receive the tablet, you have the capabilities with your smartphone. I would say, other ministers in the message who use smartphones, they're more mature than all of you. Because they open it up. Of course, because they're blind or not into the books, but you're more lukewarm. That's much worse. So, be zealous therefore and repent. Now this your age. Be zealous and repent.
You got that wrong. Sa question and answer 290.
So, how do you answer that? How do you prove that the supernatural intervention of God was in the sermon of 70 weeks, 1961?
How do you know that? Barbara made a message.
Are you asking about me or?
Like what other believers said. Oh, how do you know that it was the intervention of God?
Brother Branham said it himself? Oh. So, most of the time, in the forum, forum of Endtime ministers, Brother Adlai asked me, I answered. Of course, that's just confirmation. No more contention about that. Will he deny that? Or will he subscribe to after 1963, everything was corrected? That is the fact that I found out only one sermon was supernatural. It destroys their explanation that after 1963 it is corrected. After 1963, everything was turned into a corner. Everything was
But remember, it is not 1963.
No. I'm saying what the evidence I'm showing you destroys the explanation of level 3. That in 1963, everything was corrected. The angel corrected. Like what Peter Lim said to you. No, he said he was corrected by the angel. He never realized that out there it was supernatural. And the rest of the other preachings of Ferdinand before 63, except that 1961, is half week, 3.5 years.
He preached before
Since
1963.
50s, yes. Since the
3.5
50s,
years.
always 3.5 years, except that one sermon. That is supernatural. That is evidence of the supernatural. We're not talking of the Bible verses here. So many of you have not realized that yet.
No, this is the code. Okay. Brothers, question
I'm
and
so lonely. Many of you have not yet watched the old video. We have to repeat it here. Right?
question and answer 1963.
You don't take
August
answer.
70 morning. Paragraph
Just
297. No. Na. You got that wrong.
But could you
See?
read the question of the brother first?
The
The
question-
brother who asked that question remembered his sermon on the 70 weeks.
Okay, 370, paragraph 370. Number 370 question pala. Sorry. Brother Branham, when you gave the message on the 70 week, or 70 church week, 70 weeks, pardon me, of Daniel, I believe that you mentioned that the full last week or last 7 years will begin when the bride was taken in the rapture.
So that's the question. Now the answer, no, you misunderstood me, brother. What is happening? Let me continue since we already talked about this, let me continue the answer. Let's finish it. No.
No.
The answer to Brother now.
Na.
Read the answer, Brother.
You got that wrong. See? Not the full 7 weeks. 7 weeks. The week started when Jesus came on earth. He said, the Messiah Prince shall come and prophesy in the midst of the weeks. Of the 7 weeks, he'll be cut off. And Jesus preached exactly 3.5 years, which is the half of the 70 weeks. The 7 days, weeks, weekdays. There's 3.5 years left.
So, what happened to Barbanam? Do you know the answer?
Question and answer.
Let's say they will ask you, why did Barbanam explain that way? So the explanation was the angel corrected him. How do you answer that? Do you know how to answer that?
Brother Branham got wrong on that.
Barbanam what?
He got information.
How do you explain that? Let's say you don't have an explanation. What is your explanation?
For me,
If you have watched the video.
Brother Branham
I have
just...
several videos of that video.
Actually, I know what you said, but for me, if I did not hear what your explanation, I just explained. Brother
By yourself.
Branham copied what he said before 1963. So he just copied. He just what do you call that? He just recall what he's teaching. Or sometimes he got wrong during that time, or sometimes 3.5, sometimes 7
The
years.
first part of what you said is my explanation, but the second part will confuse them. But you missed something. I said this. I hope you watch my videos even after this. I have several videos on 70 weeks. The prophets teaching the 70 weeks. I hope you watch it. Okay? I have several. Some in Quiapo, some here. Some in Bicol. Please speak in English. You're being recorded, Sister Jelay. Review. Correct. Speak English. Do not speak in Tagalog. Do not relax. Okay? Let me finish what I'm saying. This is the answer. This is how you should answer. You all agree, Brother Branham is human. Amen?
Yes.
He makes mistakes.
He got wrong.
Now, if God supernaturally intervened his lips in the 70 weeks, is it very possible he does not remember that? Yes, that's what I said in the video, the old video. Now, let me say why. How? How do I know that? Did he correct? When the person asking him, you taught 7 years. Did Brother Branham admit that? Did he say, oh yes, I taught 7 years? Did he say that? He did not. So he did not remember his sermon on the 7 years. Now these twisters of the quotes, this is what they will say. Oh, Brother Branham really meant that 70-week sermon. He really meant half week left. So they're going to twist what he said in the sermon. So there's only two reality. Did Brother Branham really teach 1 week left? Forgot about it. Or he did not really teach 1 week left. And that's what he was saying in COD was, no, what I meant there was half week left. But as a human, Brother Branham can forget. Because when he answered that person, no, you misunderstood me, brother. I meant half week left. Now, I have a question for all of you. She's speaking English.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. What was Brother Branham referring to when he said, I meant half week left? What sermon was he referring to?
Forget.
What sermon? What sermon? What sermon?
Repeat your question.
The person was referring to the sermon of 70 weeks. The person asking him.
See.
When Brother Branham said, you misunderstood me, I meant half week left.
What sermon?
7
And those twisters will say, he meant the 7th week sermon. But what was Brother Branham really actually referring to which sermon he made? What actual sermon was Brother Branham referring to?
7 seals.
7 seals. Not church ages, 7 seals. So, they got it wrong again. Do we have evidence that he taught half week left in the 7 seals?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's what Brother Branham was talking about when he... Did you know that question and answer? That's a compilation of many sermons, question and answer. But that portion of the question and answer, Brother Branham, did you not teach 7 years or 1 week left? That portion is after, just after the seals.
Do you want to read?
The seals presentation.
Do you want to read it?
They just, after the sermon on the 7 seals.
How
Okay.
could, Brother Francis, how could,
Come here to the camera. Also come here to the camera. Or
how
if you-
could we know,
Come here. Sister Ann, continue.
how could we know that, that the sermon of Brother Branham about the 1 week left is
Supernaturally anointed.
yeah,
Supernaturally intervened.
because
God's
because
intervened.
in that sermon it is said that once he said that
He
once.
didn't say once. He said it many times, but one sermon. I didn't say once, mentioned once. One sermon. The only sermon. Within that sermon, of course, he mentioned many times. How do I know it's supernatural? You have the answer already. Okay? Oh, Brother Ferdinand, do you have a question?
But Francis, there's no quotation of 70 years left
In the sermon.
in the 70th week of Daniel.
Yes.
So,
I think there's more. Never mind. If it's 2. If it's 2, there's no problem.
okay,
There's more.
there's more.
Yes.
But you told me
Within that sermon.
Within that sermon.
Yes.
There's no other sermon that he said that 70 years left.
Yes, that's our evidence that it is supernatural. No quotation contested me, either from Quiapo or Forum of Endtime Ministers. No one contested me. No one contested me. I don't know if maybe they're not. So, over Magellanalit. So, I can comment with regards the statement of Brother Branham, the quotation, that the 7 cells did not reveal by William Marion Branham according to the quote. The quotation is a total secret The total secret is not by the seven seal will not reveal, but it is the seven thunders. So it is contradict to the one who quotes by the message of the prophet. So please notice in paragraph 251, this is not about the seven seal. It is about the seven thunders. So now notice, when the seventh angel came forth to sound the trumpets, there was one thunder. Then Brother Branham knocked the pulpit. When Israel was gathered, there was a trumpet. When time shall be no more, the last trump, the thunder. But here is the seven straight thunders, right in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That perfect number, 7 thunders in a row, uttered, not making just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight. Then heaven couldn't write that. Heaven can't know about it. Nothing else, because there's nothing to go on. It was relaxing time. It was so great till it was kept secret from the angel. So this total secret from the angel is not about the seven seals, but it is the seven thunders revealing by Brother Branham. And page 253. Now, why? If Satan should get hold on it, he might do great damage. There is one thing he don't know. Now, we can interpret anything he wants to and impersonate any kind of gift. I hope you're learning, but he can't know this. It's not written in the words, it's a total secret. So yung total secret is not about the seven seals that did not reveal by the prophet. It was the seven thunders uttered that no one could know, even the angel. So it is contradiction what the prophet say, that the seven seal did not reveal. Notice in the bridge between the seven seal, the seven seals did not reveal until the last seven-age messenger would utter this the beginning to sound. So may I quote? Dali sa pa ang yung quote kanina, magkano niya. Brother Branham mentioned that the seven seal is revealed when the seven messenger will utter. The bridge between us.
Mother Magellanalit, can I interrupt you? Actually, Mother Branham taught first the seventh seal first there. You just read 251.
251.
But if you notice, on the top of the quotation, Brother Branham's talking about the seventh seal.
No.
He's talking, I just figured. He's talking about the seventh seal. Read 235.
235. 235. 235. That's what the seven seal. So 35, it is the seven seal.
Yeah.
But it's just end the time for the world. It ends the time for this.
238.
The time for
About the
that.
seal. And it's talking about the
Notice,
silence.
the breaking of the seal was so great that heaven was hushed by it in silence.
So he did not contradict that that notation. You just figure out that seventh seal is also silence with seven thunders message.
Yes, I agree.
So he's talking about the seventh seal here, and he just what do you call that? Siningit. What is that? Insert the seven thunders that John's forbid to write. So he's talking about the seventh seal.
I agree. I agree that the when the seven seals revealed, there was silence in heaven and one half our silence. So it was totally silence.
244.
244.
All the hosts of heaven was silent for an hour when this seventh seal. Okay, so
all the hosts of heaven was silent for this half hour.
so maybe it's
When
not
the seven seals in the book
contradicting.
of redemption was broke open, think of it, but it's broke, the lamb breaks it. You know what? They were awed by it, I believe. They didn't know. There it was. They just stopped. So, I agree that the seven seals is a total, there was a half-hour silence in heaven. But the prophet states that the reason why there is silence in heaven, because there is something happen at that time. It was the opening of the book, and that was the book of redemption.
So for you, Brother Branham revealed the seventh seal.
Yes.
So Brother
Branham
Branham,
revealed the seventh seal. That's
you.
what I want to read in this bridge between the seven seal. So I want to read.
Okay.
Before you, So now notice, Brother Branham explaining about the Revelation chapters 10, 1 to 7. Now see, in page 30, paragraph 37. Or may I read in 36? Watch here. In verse I want to go to. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of God should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophet. Now, see, the mystery of the seven seals book will be revealed at the sounding of the seven church age message. So, what is the contradiction? The seventh angel began to sound, and there is the message wrote out there, and we got in the tape in the book form. Now, at the beginning of the sounding of the message, the mystery of God should be finished at that time. Now we will notice the book of the mystery of God is not revealed until the seventh angel message is sounded. So, the statement of the prophet is very clear that the seven seals will reveal only the time of the sounding of the seventh angel.
so Brother Branham revealed the seventh seal.
Yes,
So what is that message?
in the bricks, the seventh seal.
What is that message?
The content, he did not, may I read what his explanation? What is the content of the seventh angel when the seventh seal, if Brother Branham revealed the seventh seal? So your questioning is about what is the content of the seventh seal?
No. What is the seventh seal?
What is the message of the seventh seal?
The message of William Branham, which is the seventh seal? What is
The message of the prophet, according to this, according to his statement, the mysterious book was being revealed, will go now in the form of the tapes and book form.
So the message of William Branham itself.
Yes. May I read?
The end of
The
end of the world,
the book form. Now, the mystery of the seven seals book will be revealed at the sounding of the seven church angel message. See, the seventh angel begin to sound, and there is the message wrote out there. So take note, the words wrote out there, and got in the tape, in the book form. Now, at the beginning of the sounding of the message, the mystery of God should be finished at the time.
Now we will notice the book of the mystery of God is not revealed until the seventh angel's message is sounded. So the seven seals revealed with the time of the sounding of the
seventh
seventh
angel messenger. But how is it? Is this contrary to what Brother Branham said on 304 on seventh seal? He said this, that shows it from God, for see, it fit exactly the promises of God for the end of the message. You notice, after all, He has revealed all the six seals, but He don't say nothing about the seventh. And the end time seal, that's the seventh seal. Seventh seal message, 1963. According to the Bible, when it starts, will be absolutely total secret according to the Bible. Father Branham said that. Before knowing that, bago daw malaman, and remember, Revelation 10, 1 to 7, at the end of the seventh angel's message, where at the end time, the opening of the seals. According to him, after the seventh angel's message, the seventh seal will open.
Yes.
So, how is it that Brother Branham revealed that seventh seal?
The message of the prophets will not
Contrary
contradict.
to what he said.
The message of the prophet will not contradict. What I mean, the contradiction is this. When we say the seventh seal did not reveal was not yet revealed by William Branham, it was contradicting what Brother Branham uttered by his message. So when you see that it is a total secret, it was not referring by the seventh seal. It was referring by the Brother Branham referring to the seven thunders, that it was not totally known, even the angel. But the seventh seal was being revealed by the seventh angel according to his message in the bridge.
Last word.
No, you cannot ask him. I'm Magellanalit.
You know, I comment for that.
Magellanalit.
Comment for that. Last.
I'm still Magellanalit. Comment there.
Comment.
I'm Magellanalit.
Actually, 304 is not about the thunders. It is end time seal, the seventh seal.
I hope
And
you're following this. I hope your hearts are clear.
Brother Branham said that the seventh seal is a very humble message, according to him, on 305.
Yes.
So for him, the reason why I figure out that the great person will rise on the scene, because according to Brother Branham, there will be a ministry appear that's a very humble ministry. It's not for the time of Brother Branham, according to him. So seventh seal, it's not yet for him revealed that time. If you read 304, I think you have that. He has revealed the six seals, but not the seven.
Okay, Brother Milan, let me answer. Ay, so, I'm no longer Magellanalit. Let me give you a reconciliation. Magellan, here the reconciliation. Brother Branham was saying things he did not yet understand because God was using his lips to utter certain things that he did not yet understand. We do not have to take it word for word, but just for reconciliation, when I reconcile this, it does not mean he is infallible. Okay? He shows mysteries that we can follow on in the scriptures. But doesn't mean all his words are the answer to the mysteries. So let me say something about the seventh seal. The seventh seal has been manifesting even before it is being revealed. That is the mystery. So what they're after, we say, oh, 7 seals revealed, 7 seals not yet revealed. You know, write this down. Owen Jorgensen has a book, The Opening of the Seven Seals. Look for it online. Maybe I've copied that.
Yes, the book of
He was intimating, he was implying, some of it are open, some of it are not open.
Close.
So, I had a sermon before a long time ago. Just don't memorize it, prove it. All the quotes Brother Ferdinand has been like this, humble ministry. When did Berean repentance start? Only in our church? Only in our time? When did Berean repentance start? All time. From the beginning of time.
That was a man talking by the prophet that arise of the sins.
Wait. He was referring to futuristic ministry. But I'm talking about a characteristic he also mentioned, but he didn't say it was there in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was before the Old Testament. It was in the New Testament.
Yeah.
And here in the New Testament, we talk about 7. So before the New Testament, there's no 7. There's just a sealed book. Seal up the book. But when you enter the New Testament, it's a 7 sealed book. So when you read the word 7 sealed book, it was originally a sealed book. The sealed book is the 7th seal. Why? Because if you open the 7th seal, you open the book. There was originally no 7. How come there was already a 7 there? Because there is a gradual revelation of the mysteries. Gradual. It does not come in lump sum. And that's all their mistakes. Where did they get it wrong? As though it will come in one fell swoop. As though you just take a secret pill. Like the evangelicals, accept Jesus Christ. Oh, everything is over. No, there's no more condemnation. So, there's no more just one side of predestination, just one side of Calvinism, just one side of eternal security. So, the same thing with the 7th seal. Is it open or is not? It's just yes or no.
Yes.
Not all questions are answered yes or no.
Amen.
There are answers yes and no. There are answers like that. Let me say, there are aspects of the 7th seal that are revealed. There are aspects of the 7th seal that are not yet revealed. When we said about humble ministry, it's a church.
Amen.
It's a church a mystical church that is not exclusively in control of men all the time.
So very simple.
Men could lead the church.
Amen.
I'd like to point out certain followers of our Jackson. There should be a lead ministry. There should be a person who will lead others. I agree that he will open up the mysteries like Ferdinand, but he will not forever be the only one revealing.
Amen.
That they believe everyone that will be used by that will should line up to him. The right answer is this. If what he said is in the Bible, you will agree with it. But not everything. We should not be spoon-feeding only. We should be proving all things. That means that others can receive golden nuggets even if they are Nicolaitan. This is very a hard saying among believers. Would you agree? Even if they are Nicolaitan, they also have golden nuggets. But that golden nugget is not enough for them to bring them to the rapture. Remember the plant? You don't only look, you know the growing plant? The stalk is drying up, becoming yellow. Do you think it's only denomination who are becoming yellow? You can also apply message believers there.
Yeah.
Because even if you can use Brother Branham to set up an ism, set up a spirit of denominationalism. That's Nicolaitanism. You can use the prophet's name. Not just the prophet, even the followers of the prophet. You can use Frank, Jackson, John, Amos. You can use anyone's name. It's now proliferating. There is Roscoe. There's Kako, Philip, there's Parnell and many others. If you cannot break free from Nicolaitanism because you do not understand what is the opposite of Nicolaitanism. That's being Berea. If you cannot understand that, you cannot break free. You will always go to any one of them. That's Amos only. The other trying to be Strowman. But Strowman is not. Doesn't want to be exclusive. Who else? Aside from Amos, the assembly, fake assembly.
Next question. About the
I wish to say something about this.
Revelation 10.
Let me finish something about 7 seal. So to reconcile it, Brother Branham said it's open. Brother Branham said it's not open. When Brother Branham said it's open, he did not explicitly say it's open. He just mentioned it in passing. So it's the end of all things. He gave a description. It's a Roman candle. It's not a full description because it is not. There's no single explanation for the 7 seal. A simplistic idea, it is perfection, completion. In a certain level, can we reach a certain perfection, completion, with regard to ministry, family ministry? Can we reach a certain perfection, a present message of the hour, what present proof there is, understanding 10.7 and many others, mysteries of marriage? There are many completions in different aspects. Ministry in the message. It's not just a message, head knowledge. It's not just the ministry. It's a lot of things. It's so wide, you could not contain it. The only time you can say you fully have it is if you are glorified. Does not the 7 seal include your glorified body? Does not the 7 seal include the day and hour?
When the Christ will come.
Barbara mentioned that. So not all are revealed. You can have an idea. You do not understand what being very repentant is, but they manifested it before. What is God doing right now? He's revealing what happened in the past, how God was moving in the past. Learn from the past. Barbara said, do not look back to the past. No. God purposely wants us to look back at the past, the rights and wrongs, the overcomers and those that did not overcome. Where did they fall? What is the spirit? It has been there all along. It's not specific doctrines. It's a spirit. It's a warfare between two spirits, light and darkness. How did they operate? If they still did not know how they operate, they will fall into their trap again. They're falling into their trap again. Question. Come here, look up.
You already finished on what you want to say? Wait.
I wish to give comment on these clips, but I'd like to
Actually, when Brother Peter Lim said the 7 seal is not a doctrine.
not a doctrine.
7 seal is not knowledge that you can
Very correct.
learn. The 7th seal for him, when he read Brother Branham, Brother Branham said that it was very humble ministry, and he said it's not about doctrines or
So there are certain
things
Peter
that
Lim
you
said,
should learn.
similar to what we are saying.
Yeah.
But we do not limit only to that.
Yeah. Amen.
So 7 seal is not just an ask or ministry. There are other things, but we are not there yet. We are still very far. Did you know if you have been matured in counseling ministry, church counseling ministry, there's still many adventures God has in store for us. But still, we are wandering in the desert. We're taking our time. We're taking our time. We were not so urgent as though she does not have any extra time. We don't feel any urgent as though it's not similar. There's an idolatry for work outside, idolatry to school and other works, even excursions. But for our own ministry, it's an idolatry that we pay less attention to that.
But Brother Branham told us that there are some person rise up.
Let me quote Brother Branham. What we have right now, we cannot still make it. Brother Branham, in the infallibility quote, what we have right now, we cannot have it. We are not here, still far from it. Very similar to the tabernacle.
Isn't person is not a specific person, but agrarian person? It can be.
This is a humble person.
Yeah.
So, Brother Branham mentioned a future ministry after him. But the humble person has already been existing. There is the star messengers, and there are the minor star messengers. Unsung star messengers. Unsung messenger. Unsung means not famous. The fivefold. The lower star. The lower star in Bethlehem. The star from Bethlehem that went out. To guide exactly, in detail, where the Pasipot is. Where is the nook and cranny of the SWAT houses are. How to maneuver yourself into that house where the Christ child was. Question?
Last question.
I wish to comment this or be quick with it.
On Revelation 10:7, the reason why it was earthly messenger 10:7 because there is days of the voice. So angels don't have days, so it refers to the person or
As usual, Brother Peter
earth.
believes that the sound and the voice are the same.
Yeah. Sound and
That's why I
voice.
said a while ago, everyone almost believes that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. So except Brother Frank, this is it's time to comment on him. What you mentioned here is exactly what Brother Frank teaches. Brother Frank teaches that the seven seals not yet revealed. Brother Frank is not even quoting the end of all things or many other descriptive things of the seven seals. The thunders are not men. It's literal thunder. And he was knocking on the pulpit. He heard
7 times.
7. And he knocked
So
7 times.
it's the same to Brother Mark.
Version of the old Frank. The stronger Frank, that's much lower. So, Brother Frank does not believe the mighty angel is the sunset mountain. Brother Frank includes 10:7. The difference with Peter Lim is, I was already wondering if he was a disciple of Frank. But no, his 10:7 was still traditional. His 10:7 was not yet above. Peter Lim has explained, according to your report, certain things that are more advanced
Advance to the
than other level 2s. But his 10:7 has not yet progressed on that side. So you see, in the message, certain ministers progress in certain areas. How will you make, how will you
stepping stone. They are stepping stone.
How will you gain the Lord's advantage for that? The Lord's benefits for that? The Lord, to teach you humility, you must know to learn from them. That is the message of Abraham that they're missing. They're missing. Because he doesn't want to listen to you, right? That's one of the spirit Abraham is teaching. You should have a change in heart that you should be willing to learn from others. Did Abraham say that? I quoted that in infallibility party. I hope you interview. So this is not just for young people. Although young people is very urgent. All elders, listen to me. You yourselves must interview message believers in Facebook. I believe all of you uses Facebook, even parents and mothers. But do not waste the opportunity that Facebook is like Greek language or English language today, or the Roman highway. This internet highway, this online highway, is also given by God so that you can easily interview. You do not have to spend money. The voice of God is just an accident. But what did Brother Jerry do? Brother Jerry spent, I think he also spent money and effort to go around the many churches. And I'm not saying you should not do that. That's the first thing I taught you, all of you. But when Facebook came around, God allowed it to prosper so that all of you could interview message believers. You should prove what the tabulation is. If you could not do that, then we're no different from them. Who are they? They're close-minded to each other. They might have some idea to each other, but more so in their congregations. That's Nicolaitan by deed or Nicolaitan by doctrine. Are we Nicolaitan by deed? When you say deed, you do not teach Nicolaitanism. There's no doctrine. But in practice, there is. Why? They're not interviewing. They're not comparing. The few that ask me questions, who are they? Magellan, Ferdinand, sometimes Carlito. Sometimes George is reading from Amos. That is not set up. Bargeri is the person I knew. Of course, I was motivated for that, but I have to preach it. Every one of you should interview. Use the Facebook to catch up. Bargeri was able to go around. Right now, those who are going around are converted in their Nicolaitanism. So do not consider it only the Nicolaitan can go around. Of course, their going around is also Nicolaitan exclusive for some form of benefit. You go around using your Facebook, using your data, using your smartphone. As a priority, do not be idolatrous. Do not be idolatrous. What is he talking about? Listen to that. If it's related, good. Okay. We are in these few minutes left. So you have to focus what I'm saying. Ask question about it. You have to use this highway. There's super highway. God-given super highway. If the whole world is corrupting, they're paying the price. For us. That we have the very cheap, simplistic way to compare, to prove all things. So it's not just the young people, I'm calling it out. So I'm calling out to all of you. Even you yourselves must interview, must prove. Although in internationally, it's not just for them. It's much more complicated. Only in the Philippines, why not compare? The only person I know here, aside from Ferdinand, Jerry's not here, is Berlito. Brother Jake comes from Binondo, we're the same, but his exposure is Pastor Gregonza. How about level 3, level 2? You need to interview, you need to catch up, you need to know their side, and you need to ask, how should you answer that? Let me remind you how I was blessed, and how Lito was blessed. Just ask me question continuously. Continuously, not just one question. Continuously. God already showed the key how to grow your family, how to grow this church. Now, I'm telling you elders, how will you grow in the message? I'm talking about how can you be mature enough to witness to them. If you do not know what they know, then it's Nicolaitanism. Just to, if you encounter them, you will be the one who is Nicolaitan. Because you don't have any answer.
We're just having our group.
We just also have the same group that is close-minded as others are.
That we are
So, it's not just the young people. Everyone, even the parents, Sister Jo should be supervised for that. Sister Lisa should be supervised for that. Sister Nena should be supervised for that. Sister Lena should be supervised for that. Sister Ann very much needed to be supervised for that. Although she's benefiting a little from that setup. So, everyone, from the elders to the parents, mothers, down to the young people, children, everyone should be made to be asking questions, comparing. It should be a culture. Berean manifestation in this church is not yet in its full blast. Let us have some personal reckoning right now. Anyway, it's my birthday.
Yeah.
So, let's have some personal reckoning right now.
Amen.
Do you think this church is already a mature Berean church? Answer. Who says no? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Do not, please participate. Who thinks this church is not fully yet Berean? Raise it high. Okay, everyone agrees. So, we need to help each other. Yeah, we should not be an island. We should reckon each other. I sent out many tweets, looks like a tweet. In Bubong class, lesson plans. I sent out messages. I individually give to Magellanalit sometimes or Ferdinand. You have to help spread it out, disseminate it. Now, this actually is one of the messages I wish to share tonight, but I'm not gonna share it completely anymore. Just gonna cite a few. We are in another ministry. God is showing us to move from a traditional ministry to another ministry. This another ministry sometimes is being manifested in the past ages. Do you agree with that? It happened in the book of Acts chapter 2. So it's the seventh seal all over again, but for our time. So, are we doing our part? Are we reckoning each other? Use my example. I'm trying my best to contact each one of you as much as I can. I'm asking each one of you to disseminate this. If we do it to each other, I'm not talking about other important gatherings, programs, or universities. I'm talking about the important messages to the families. Example, raise the urgency to Ricky, Shirley, Joe, Jose, Betcha, how many other families? Sister Linda, sometimes Sister Joy, sometimes Sister Nene. Raise up the urgency in them. Of course, some are doing their part, but not all families. Okay? If we share, as long as they do not cast you away, do not. Be wary of doing good. That's what the Bible says. That's the seventh seal. In the ministry, it's a humble ministry. Now, we have to teach others, we have to train others how to be Berean also. Otherwise, it's a revelation from God. If you're not Berean, you're going to die like any other Nicolite and lukewarm churches. It's like this. I'm telling you, do not deceive yourselves. Did you know that when I was here, before 2002, I'm happy that there are lots of people attending. So before 2002, before I taught the Pabasa report, 11 o'clock, no people yet. But when suddenly people look up because of the picture taken for the baby dedication, I'm so happy that they could hear a message. But the message was not complete. Of course, God will still show me things. But right now, it's very so clear. What is wrong with me before? I am contented if there are people here. Right now, I could be contented there are some number of us still in this night Bible study. But that is self-serving that's popping up. What we should be alarmed, are they in the standard of what God expects us to be? We should always be alarmed. The Bible says that you should have some grievous spirit on that. That's also the seventh seal. While we are still here. Okay. Let me give my comments here. The seventh seal has already been revealed, but Brother Branham could not explain it all. He did not even go back in the past. So when I drew this in Quiapo, I put the peak and the rapture. Let me say, the seventh seal covers the bride, the big Alpha and Omega, beginning coming with Christ. Some of them did not complain. Some of them, that looks strange. When I quoted the end of all things, like this and like that, they did not complain, but they said, it should also include millennium, it should also include. But why is it centered? Why did I center the seventh seal on the church ages? Because this is where the bride will come. After this time, Christ will be always with us. It will be the millennium. Is that the seventh seal? The after effects of the seventh seal. It's, I would say, a singular seal. But the highest, now why is the peak in the rapture? The rapture is where the bride will be taken up. It began before Calvary, it will end after the tribulation. So this is why I put the seventh seal, because what is the seventh seal? So you already know the answer. It's regarding perfection, it's the seal of the Holy Ghost, it's a lot of things. Brother said that. Okay, the thunders are not seven messengers. Because Brother Branham did not directly mention, he just accidentally implied. You know, implied. If you will search right now, 7 thunders, you will find the word 7 messengers nearby. It did not connect the two. But you could already have an idea of that. So, this is the part where Brother Branham does not explain everything. It is up to us to continue what he last said. The door he opened up like Moses. He prepared the way, and we have to walk that way. Prepare the way of the Lord. If the Lord will come, how will the Lord come? It's not the John the Baptist, the Elijah forerunner. When Christ comes, it is Christ and the bride. It's not Eliezer with Rebecca anymore. It's Rebecca with Isaac. So, we're not yet in the rapture. We're not yet in the glorified body. But we are in the Word. If Isaac has come in the Word, I'm talking Christ as in the form of the Word. The invisible union of the Word and the bride. Christ as the Word. Then we are not only reliant to Brother Branham's exposition. So, the 7 thunders are 7 angels manifesting the 7 messengers and many other things. It's a progressive revelation. It's a progressive revelation. Revelation 10. Majority teach mighty angel is in the ministry of Brother Branham. Even Brother Jackson, you remember the contender that he placed 1963 as the mighty angel? You remember? You the contender? Some contenders upstairs are being eaten by rats. I hope some of you will protect them. Now, in the newspaper, Sister Jelay. Brother Peter said they were wrong. Brother Peter said, according to what I heard from Brother Menan report, he said, the mighty angel is at the end. Christ coming back. That's Brother Frank's also teaching. That's Brother Frank's teaching also. Okay? So, but in Revelation 10:7, Brother Peter still had this traditional thinking that the sound and the voice are the same. So, Brother Peter had one foot stepping forward with him. Now, what he was correcting with other end-time believers is, it was not in Sunset Mountain, that means to say, that is like majority of end-time believers live in level 1 sometimes. Brother Gunn, if you look at Brother Gunn's book, some of you have Brother Gunn pamphlets. Would you lend me that, Sister Eka? Lend me that. Okay, look at this. Look at the illustration. If you look at the illustration, it's 1963. Very similar to Brother. So majority believe that. Okay? So only Bar Frank teaches mighty angel is in the end. But the rest almost teaches it's in the mystery of Abraham. So the mighty angel, Bar Peter had one foot stepping forward, the other not yet 10:7. But with regards to the majority of the end-time believers, they believe it's in the ministry of Abraham when the mighty angel happened. Brother Peter said it correctly when he said, this coincides with Israel. Isn't it? He quoted, this is the angel for Israel. It's correct quote. So, it's a correct understanding. Revelation 10 is Israel. And let me testify. I argued with Brother Elevera when we were sleeping at Carolina. Long time ago, I invited him. And he insisted Revelation 10 is for the bride, Gentile bride. Daniel 12 is for Israel. I said, they're both the same. But 10 could parallel the bride. But Daniel 12 is for Israel, so we both agree on that. But Revelation 10, he insists that this is for the bride. So that's the old understanding of majority. But when I said Revelation 10 is also apply to Israel because they're talking of the same things. And even in 10 it says, time shall be no more. But in Daniel 12 it says, 3.5 years. There's a time, times and a half. So you still have to answer that, okay? We have not come to that. So this is my comment here. This is one subject I hope you're seeing the progression of the message. Within the message. Within the message believers, there's a progression. There are those who are progressing, there are those who are still in their traditional beliefs. Notwithstanding, not mentioning the ministry, the families, okay? So, what else did I want to say? No more questions? I forgot the other things I wish to say. I hope this will be enough. No more questions?
So,
Question, please come. Brother Patrick? Please take this.
do you agree that some part of the seven seal will revealed by Brother Branham?
Yes,
And some part
that's
are
what I
not?
was saying. So, you have an idea because there's no complete, you could not put it in a box. You could never complete it. It's the same as the comma or period. It's also as same as Berean, progressive revelation.
I believe Brother Branham was a complete revelation about the seven seal, but to those other followers of Brother Branham will not know what Brother Branham.
What you can say complete is not detailed complete. What we can say complete like us, we have an idea what the seven seal is.
Yes.
Example, Brother Branham talked about the right attitude, the same Berean characteristics we're talking about. He preached that, not the word Berean, but the characteristics. And humble ministry, the attitude, okay? So, that is the seventh seal. He did not just emphasize much. Sometimes in passing he mentioned it. So, he understood a little. He knew it, but not as explicit as what others preach it. Because others are using all these statements to say, that's the revelation of the seventh seal. All these preachings are the revelation of the seventh seal. Because after this preaching, there are no more mysteries to come. So I have to learn some quotes. Are there more mysteries to come? Well, that's infallibility part 3 and 4. I hope you can gather quotes and help each other with that. Start reading quotes, start reading messages of the prophet. No, not just booklets. In the Facebook, there are many preachers of the message. There are many groups in the message. You should interview them by adding a friend and messaging them.
What are the portion that William Branham did not reveal about the seventh seal? Of course, first, I think
I mentioned a lot of them. I already mentioned a lot of them.
I think the hour coming of Jesus Christ, what will happen to your body, and even he didn't know if there's person after him that will rise again.
It's like this. It doesn't have to be the day and hour. Do we have revelation that he did not know? That's part of the seventh seal. But is the seventh seal a box in set of doctrines? No.
Yes.
It's a spirit of progressive revelation. When you have progressive revelation compared to carnal, you don't undo what is the correct truths before. You do not avoid talking about that. You have to make others catch up for that. That is our ministry here. So, let me review some of you. If you're not adapting in break time, you're doing a great disservice to the brethren. Like a teacher, he's paid to teach, but he's not teaching completely. Some teachers are lazy. Reckon a little, then let's talk about other things. Like right now, all of you are commissioned by God to make use of your time to help others. Others, when I say others, parents and children, both. If we all work together, we can cover them up. But if we all do not work together, this church will not make it. So, it is in your hands. God is waiting for you. Okay? So, please give us a closing prayer, Brother Lincoln.
Francis, can you close and pray? Because it's your birthday.
I'll pray for all of you right now.
Okay?
Who among you knows the gravity of our need?
Amen.
Raise your hands. Who among you are convicted by the Lord to be more active
Patrick kayo.
in helping out, disseminating, adopting,
Patrick
front
kayo.
lines. Raise your other hand.
Other hands. Wow.
Let's all stand. Lord,
Yes, Lord.
you see everyone here right now. We are aware of our shortcomings in front of you. And you know many marvelous revelations you have revealed to a few of us. To a few of us. Which also, I know, Lord, you make available to the rest. But Lord, you also place a very big, we also have a big burden. This same burden that I know your sentiment is with all of us. That the very few are not yet ministering to the depravity of others, the lukewarmness.
Yes, Lord. Yes.
Open our eyes, Lord.
Yes, oh Lord.
Anoint our eyes with an eye salve.
Amen.
Make us be zealous and
Yes,
repent.
Lord. Yes.
The seventh seal, Lord, as you have revealed, is not just some deep mystery
Amen, Lord. Amen.
of some doctrinal knowledge.
Yes, oh God.
It is the ministry.
Yes, Lord.
It is how everyone could be one with you.
Amen.
How everyone could be
Help us
meeting you
to
in that tent
serve
back there.
serving our Lord.
Lord, touch in everyone's
family, Lord.
of our hearts right now. Lord, you see their hearts. You see the hands that are raised. Convict us, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Convict us to help each other. Not just today, tonight. Convict us every day of our lives as we have our own ministries. Do not allow us to have our ministries a little blind like that our tradition where we came from. Open our eyes to the super church ministry, how it should be done.
Yes, Lord.
Work in all of us. Raise up, Lord, as thou hast raised up many others before. Raise up many other ministers
Yes, Lord.
to understand this progressive ministry, Lord. Offensive ministry. May give us compassion, give us sacrifice, give us a burden, convict our hearts, open our eyes. Open our eyes.
Yes.
Do not allow us to be blinded by the prosperity that we are experiencing.
Yes, Lord.
Do not allow us to be blinded for the traditional ministry that we are enjoying.
Amen.
Open our eyes to those who that are in need,
Yes.
to those who are lost.
Yes, Lord.
Give us a heart to look for the one that was lost and leave the 99 that is not yet lost.
Yes, Lord.
And even, Lord, if majority are lost, give us the heart to even begin
Amen.
and help each other, contract each other, as thou hast revealed in the tavern wherein the Samaritan paid for the person to look over the half-dead Jew. Give us, Lord, this conviction. Conviction every one of us right now tonight. Show us, Lord, the urgent need. Even personal, Lord. I used to ask this for everyone.
Yes, Lord.
Lord, give us the zealousness to prove all things
Yes.
as an individual berean.
Yes, Lord.
That we, not just our children,
Yes, Lord.
that we ourselves will ask questions as thou hast provided us a super highway.
Amen.
Help us make use to inquire, interview, compare, all of us. Help each other also. One who is above the other, assist the others, O Lord. How individually we will grow in the message.
Amen.
Not just grow in judge counseling ministry.
Yes, Lord.
Grow in the message and how to connect the two together.
Amen.
And to see the urgency for the rest to be connected with. with them. Lord, I adjure you, I implore you, you gave us the superhighway. The devil is using it. The whole world are being poisoned because of it. But Lord, you made that superhighway available for us so that we could make ourselves mature and grow in your word, improving all things, in comparing all things. Lord, give us this vision, make us realize what Thou hast done, that we may not make it go to waste what Thou hast done for us, that we will make music for your ministry, for us to grow, for our families to grow, for our brethren, our parents to grow, our children to grow. So Lord, I pray, raise up many ministers to teach on this superhighway that was given. Let Thy Spirit guide us as we go home. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.